then you disappear.
You are watching Sipping Off the Cuff on TequilaAficionado.com, part of Tequila Aficionado Media. I'm Alex Perez in Southern California.
I am Mike Morales, also in Southern California.
Yes, you are. I'm just a few miles away from each other.
Just a few miles. We're literally within the same time zone, so that's cool. Alex, tonight you and I have the distinct pleasure of tasting and dissecting Paqui Reposado.
Yes.
Now, Alex and I have had this long journey with Paqui, and it was interesting because this has had it has not changed its packaging. It has not changed at all what it looks like, and
I still got my old bottle of my first Silvera.
The first Silvera. Alex and I did a tasting of the first Silvera, the first iteration, the first lote or whatever, and it was I want to say it was another owner, another founder, a co-owner, a co-founder. I'm not sure, and then it only came in Silvera. It only came in a Blanco. Okay. Then this new gentleman came on board, and let me get his name very quickly because we talked about it. They Paqui resent the Silvera.
Yeah.
And John Chappell is the gentleman's name. John Chappell is the current owner and founder. So anyway, he made this happen, and I think when we revisited the Silvera, because at the time we did not have a Brands of Promise award, so it was a resubmission. We retasted it, loved it. I don't think it came in. I think it just barely missed it being in the money for 2020. It's a Brand of Promise nominee for us, and come to find out too that John Chappell has a mezcal now. So if you haven't seen it, you will be watching us review the stellar. So it's Sola y Lejana, I think is the name of the mezcal.
God, amazing!
It's gorgeous. But anyway, I'm going to use my Stasso Jarrito. We're gonna pour the contents, taste it, and then we'll give you more ins and outs.
Using my Glencairn.
Yep, I'm using my Stasso, and it's rather light.
Yeah, it's a really light straw color.
The nose was pretty potent when I just popped the cork on these. I just popped the seal.
Same here. Just like you say, it came out and said hello.
Yeah.
This one is. They say it's aged for 4 months.
So it's
used American oak barrels, whiskey
very
barrels.
agave forward. I can tell you that right now. Wow.
Oh yeah, you can really smell the baked agave.
Yep. We do know the process now. I don't think we covered that when we touched on the Silvera in 2020. We'll have to revisit that video, but I'll give you more information. We didn't have these for 2020, so they submitted the Reposado and the Añejo, which they weren't even available when you and I did the original Silvera.
That's right. It's got a beautiful nose. I can get just little hints or slight hints of vanilla, coming from the wood, and some green, like some grassy notes.
The wood is very secondary in this Reposado. I mean, you can tell just by the color. Legs and tears are beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice to look at. Very pretty.
Yeah, so 4 months is pretty short, don't you think? Usually they'll age a little longer.
Yeah, but I think that's what they were going for.
Yeah.
You can age a Reposado up until 364 days before you have to call it an Añejo. But this is very reminiscent of the Blanco, the Silvera.
Yeah, it's got a beautiful nose.
Yeah.
It's really clean, and like you said, you've got even some fruit coming through.
Well, there's even alcohol at the bottom as well, but you almost have to dig for it because it's having been at room temp for several weeks in my living room. Um,
Well, I'm ready.
it's I
I'm
am
ready.
too. Let's just dive in.
Mm. Wow, really bright.
Oh my God.
It's like that Silvera. It's really bright in the palate. It's a powwow in the mouth.
Yeah, but you know what?
It's got a long finish too.
Yeah, it's got a long finish. Um, I
It
think
coats your palate.
it's interesting to me because there's more wood notes on the entry than there was on the nose.
Yeah,
That's
isn't that
start to taste
interesting?
more of the barrel.
That is interesting.
Wow. I'm even getting a little bit of citrus notes. Remember, Silvera was bright and there was a lime citrus or a grapefruit, but this was almost like an orange, maybe some lime.
I'm getting mint too.
Are you getting some herbs or
Yeah,
herbaceousness?
some herbs. I got some mint.
That's got to be from the barrel.
It's spicy too.
Yeah, it's like a cinnamon spice. It's not. I'm not even getting baking spices. I'm just getting wood notes.
Yeah, same here. It's almost like that it still has that Silvera characteristic to it. Wow.
Wow. Double wow. And then the wood notes. There's just a hint of bitterness on the rear of the palate. Not a lot. Oh
Wow.
my
A lot of
goodness.
agave notes.
Yeah.
Roasted agave.
Yeah, it's very agave forward, and I think that was the intent. As far as the information goes, let me get into that.
Mm.
We did get the name of their master distiller. His name is Gilberto Jasso. I want to say it could be Hassel. J- um, and let's see. The different tasters detect different things, but most agree on the following in terms of aroma, taste, and finish. And well, this one is only talking about the Paki Silvera. What does it tell us about what does it tell us about the Repo and the Añejo? What?
So the Repo just 4 months in former whiskey barrels, American oak whiskey barrels. Um, yeah, agave, full range of agave aromas and flavors. Yeah, that's definitely coming through. Um, that's pretty much it in terms of how it's what's used. Doesn't say anything about distillation. It's got some
Yeah,
aromas,
it
notes.
does. Well, it says something here. I'm looking at. They supposedly are waiting for their agave to grow for anywhere from 7 to 10 years. That is what they are professing. Most of them are looking for 26 bricks, that 26 degrees of bricks. And he says they are more expensive, which, yeah, it is, because especially right now in this agave shortage, you'll be lucky if you find any agave over 5 years old.
Yeah,
So they say that the production is different than other high-end tequilas because they use fresh wine yeast with every fermentation, which gives consistency and control. And I've heard that. Um,
yeah. I was just going to say that about the wine yeast. That's what makes this a little different.
Well, when they say wine, I'm wondering if they mean champagne yeast because we have had like
Exactly.
1414 uses champagne yeast because that is the trademark of known 1414. I mean, wine, champagne technically is a wine,
Yeah.
or at least the California sparkling wine is that's what that is. Uh,
Sure.
it says they have uses a selective distillation process that goes further than most brands. Most brands discard the head and tails of the distillation and keep the heart. Pocky goes further by separating the heart in order to remove impurities known as congeners, or congeners is what they have it listed here, and fusel oils, which are harsh and bitter substances. But that's what removing heads and tails is all about. These
Sure.
impurities are in the vast majority of brands and account for the harshness. Okay, I'm not going to go reading more of this stuff, but anyway, uh, of course, when you do stuff like that, it reduces the yield by 20%, and he's right about that. So,
Right.
I'm not sure what else that they can tell us. I'm not. Well, here, let's just go here and find you the gnome number, just so you folks are aware. It's gnome 1545. Um, the I don't have the name of the distillery in front of me, but I can get it. Um, in any case, let's see. Let's just. I know we've talked about this before, as far uh, as the brands that come out of this distillery, and I am willing to bet with the way this tastes, there's not a whole lot of brands coming out of this distillery. So let's find out. Paqui. Nope. Hacienda Capellania. That's a mouthful, and it's Casa Mexico comes out of there. Well, duh. Hotel California comes out of there. Paqui, Aman. Aman, it's interesting because Aman is a organic tequila. Yeah, there's a lair. Remember a lair Privé, the bottle that you and I did, a very elegant looking bottle by a company that makes gourmet tortillas. Do you remember that, Alex? Oh, Alex, come back to me, bro.
You there? We keep getting.
Yeah, we're both freezing, but I sometimes we'll stop. See, like you're fine now. Am I okay? Can you see me?
You're okay. I'm okay.
Okay.
It's a glitch. It's a quarantine COVID glitch.
We're at the mercy of the internet. So
We're at the mercy of the waves.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what comes out of it. It's a small distillery with not a whole lot of brands. I mean, maybe 10 brands, if that. So
cool.
Are we gonna nominate this? Because I am. Oh my God. You're freezing on my screen. So.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go. But you're okay now. You're back. I'm back. All right.
Yeah. Well deserved. I think Paqui is a brand of promise, most definitely. I think it's actually a go-to.
Keep talking.
So Sarah didn't from the very first time.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. Sorry, folks, if you're getting any glitches. Sometimes you get them, sometimes we don't. But yeah, I agree. I think it's a very worthy brand, and it also has a crowd fund where you could buy a stock in this. You can buy shares of this tequila. As a matter of fact, Alex found some information offline on it had the most successful. This particular crowdfund platform. Paqui Tequila was its most successful campaign, and I don't know. Did you? What was the name of the campaign? The platform.
The platform is Start Engine.
Start Engine. So
Start Engine.
At this,
you can have a piece of Paqui.
Yeah, have a piece of Paqui. And you know what? I'm telling you. This is going to be the next sought after brand. It's going to get hotter and hotter. You watch.
I think so. The quality is there.
Yep.
Most definitely. I don't know if you heard me earlier, but I found the price point. It's $45 a bottle.
For the Repo?
For the Repo.
Oh man, back up that we're gonna need a bigger truck. Buy cases.
And this is considered
It's considered a what now? I'm not sure if we're getting glitches or not.
tequila.
Yeah, I think it's a go-to tequila. But anyway, why don't we just wrap this up, Alex, and then we'll go move on to the añejo. That's our take on Paqui Reposado. Hopefully, you guys have gotten a chance to listen to all of those in between the breaks. But that's our take. And stick with us because we have Paqui Añejo, and I can't wait to see what they did with that. If this Reposado is any
Awesome.
indication, it should be awesome. But anyway,
Awesome.
I'm Mike Morales here in Southern California. That guy out there is. Hopefully you can hear him. Oh my God.
Tough. Thanks for watching. As always, sip wisely.
Sip wisely. Bye.